Saya start eh? Okay. A very good morning. I greet you everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining this forum. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Ponmalar Udayappan, a sustainable development expert, and today I will be responsible to host this forum. Zero Hunger, which is under Sustainable Development Goal 2, aims to end hunger, achieve food security, improve nutrition, and promote sustainable agriculture by 2030 worldwide. It addresses challenges like food insecurity, malnutrition, unsustainable farming, and climate change. Achieving this goal requires efforts to increase agricultural productivity, ensure equitable access to nutritious food, and build resilient food systems. Collaboration among governments, businesses, and communities is essential for creating sustainable solutions and reducing global hunger. Today, in this forum, there will be 5 rounds as there are 5 respected panelists here. We are going to discuss about challenges faced and initiatives taken to cope up. Here we have Sofia Kistina binti Muhammad Zaidi, Food Security Analyst from Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition Gain. How are you?
Good morning to the respected moderator and fellow panelists. I'm doing great and truly honored to be here today to discuss this crucial topic with you all. Thank you for the opportunity.
Lovely meeting you. Next, we have Theban Anbaragan, Sustainable Agriculture Advocate from Global Food Security Initiative.
Thank you to the moderator. A very good morning to all the panelists and the audience. I'm so glad to be one of the guests here today. Thank you.
Nice meeting you. Next, we have Alia Farhana binti Awangkati, Research and Data Analyst from World Food Program, WFP. What are your hopes about this forum?
Good morning to our moderator and distinguished panelists. I'm looking forward for this session today as I strongly believe that this forum holds the potential to provide our society with a clearer understanding of the challenge due to zero hunger. Thank you.
It's great to have you here. Next, we have Agatha Flora Analengi, Human Resource Management from Food Agricultural Organization.
Good morning to the moderator and respected panelists. I'm truly honored to be part of this crucial forum and looking forward for this discussion. And I'm sure that this forum will be beneficial in order to create awareness about zero hunger. Thank you.
Most welcome. And last but not least, we have Noor Aina Shahira binti Muhammad Yusuf, who is the NGO representative from Hope for Hunger.
Okay, hello everyone. I hope this forum will be an eye-opener about zero hunger to our lovely audiences.
Thank you so much for joining us today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as of 2023, around 733 million people experienced nightly hunger, while 50 million people across 45 countries are on the edge of famine. Hunger remains a pressing issue with over 720 million people globally lacking adequate food as per the latest reports. In sub-Saharan Africa, for example, challenges like water scarcity, soil degradation, and climate change exacerbate the crisis, making this region one of the most vulnerable. Similarly, in Asia, rapid urbanization and inequality hinder access to nutritious food. Despite these challenges, there are examples of progress. Nations like Rwanda have integrated climate resilient agricultural policies, leading to increased food production. Meanwhile, India's midday meal program has significantly improved nutrition for millions of children. Our panelists today bring a wealth of expertise, and together, we will explore actionable strategies to tackle hunger and malnutrition. Let us strive to create a roadmap for a hunger-free world where every individual has access to safe, sufficient, and nutritious food. I now invite Madam Sophia to share their thoughts on United States initiatives in achieving SDG 2.
Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you to our Miss Moderator. So as the first panelist, I will be discussing about the aspects on sustainable approaches to achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 2, particularly in the context of zero hunger. My focus points are the development of sustainable food production systems and the utilization of circular economy in agriculture. I will also share some compelling evidence supporting these strategies. So my first point is development of sustainable food production systems. This approach emphasizes on resilient agricultural practices. These practices are made to adapt to climate change, ensure long-term food security, use resources more efficiently, and reduce harm to the environment. One of the main strategies is by the promotion of efficient nutrient utilization to help use fewer chemical fertilizers and lower harm to the environment. For example, bioengineering has made it possible to develop advanced ways to change nitrogen transformation techniques. By doing this, it will ensure that crops get the nutrient they need to grow well, reducing chemical waste and improving soil health. According to the article published by McConnell in 2023, studies indicate that bioengineering techniques to enhance nitrogen transformation and utilization are promising strategies to improve sustainable crop production. For example, developing biodegradable fertilizers such as urea lignin, chitosan nanocomposites ensures prolonged nutrient delivery and environmental sustainability. Other than that, a research on copper oxide nanoparticles showed that negatively charged particles improved disease suppression in tomato plants compared to positively charged ones. Next, my second point is utilization of the circular economy in agriculture. This approach involves reusing and upcycling agriculture byproducts into biofunctional components and sustainable solutions. It is made to reduce waste and enhance resource efficiency. For instance, grape canes and bunch stems, which are usually thrown away, are now sent to important sources of useful compounds. These compounds have properties that fight bacteria, making them useful for creating natural preservatives of plant protection products. In the same article published by McConnell in 2023, found that grape canes and bunch stems, often discarded, are now recognized as sources of bioactive phenolic compounds with properties such as antibacterial and antifungal activities. Besides that, conservation, tillage, and incorporation of waste crop residues has been shown to enhance zinc uptake in rice and wheat grains, addressing human zinc malnutrition. So in short, by using these approaches, not only we meet agriculture demands that also help to protect the environment and support the United Nations goal of a world without hunger. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for your thoughts, Madam Sophia. And I totally agree with you. To summarize of what we have discussed about United States initiatives are sustainable food production systems, emphasizing resilient agricultural practices and efficient nutrient utilization. The circular economy in agriculture highlights reusing byproducts and reducing food waste. Innovative techniques like bioengineering and biodegradable fertilizers boost sustainability while addressing malnutrition through practices such as conservation tillage. These strategies collectively advance the United Nations Zero Hunger Goal, balancing food security with environmental health. Next, we move to the panelist 2. In sub-Saharan Africa, there are a lot of agricultural challenges. In your opinion, Mr. Devan, how the government adapt to these challenges?
Okay, thank you to the moderator. Okay. It is an honor to join this forum on Zero Hunger as a sustainable agriculture advocate from the Global Food Security Initiative, GFSI. Today, I would like to discuss two key strategies for combating food insecurity in sub-Saharan Africa: sustainable water management systems and agroforestry practices. These approaches not only address the immediate challenges of water scarcity and soil degradation, but also build resilience against the long-term impacts of climate change. One of the greatest challenges facing agriculture in sub-Saharan Africa is water scarcity, worsened by erratic rainfall patterns due to climate change. Investing in sustainable water management systems is essential to support farming communities. The first key strategy is the development of small-scale irrigation systems. These systems are particularly effective in drought-prone regions. For instance, the World Bank 2023 reported a 25% increase in crop yields in East Africa after implementing small-scale irrigation techniques. By reducing reliance on unpredictable rainfall, farmers can ensure a more stable and productive harvest. The second strategy focuses on rainwater harvesting and groundwater recharge techniques. Rainwater harvesting captures and stores rainfall for agricultural needs, while groundwater recharge replenishes underground aquifers. According to the FAO 2022, rainwater harvesting underground aquifers uh, rainwater harvesting increased water availability for farming communities by 40%. Similarly, a study by the African Union 2021 found that regions employing groundwater recharge techniques reduced water stress for agriculture by 20%. Together, these methods ensure water security and enhance the sustainability of farmers. In addition to addressing water scarcity, agroforestry offers a transformative approach to sustainable farming. Agroforestry integrates trees into agricultural landscape to improve soil fertility, combat erosion, and provide economic and environmental benefits. One of the key practices in agroforestry is the incorporation of these trees into farmland. This practice not only enhances soil health but also increases climate resilience. For example, UNEP 2023 reported a 40% reduction in soil erosion in agroforestry pilot programs across West Africa. Additionally, fast-growing tree species can be cultivated for food, fuel, and income, providing farmers with diversified livelihoods. The benefits of agroforestry are well documented. Research by M. Bo and etc. 2014 shows that agroforestry systems can improve crop productivity by up to 50% while sequestering carbon, a critical factor in climate change mitigation. Furthermore, studies by Molua 2005 revealed that the introduction of indigenous fruit trees in agroforestry systems increased household incomes by 30%. These findings underscore the potential of agroforestry to enhance food security while supporting environmental sustainability. Achieving zero hunger requires the adoption of innovative and sustainable solutions. By investing in water management systems and promoting agroforestry practices, we can empower farming communities to overcome the challenges of water security, declining soil water scarcity, declining soil fertility, and climate change. These strategies are not only effective but also scalable, offering hope for a more food secure future in sub-Saharan Africa and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you for your opinion, Mr. Theban. To conclude this, we explored sustainable water management systems in small scale irrigation, which improved crop yields by 25% in East Africa, and rainwater harvesting, which increased water availability by 40%. Agroforestry practices were highlighted with examples such as integrating indigenous fruit trees that boosted household incomes by 30% and reduced soil erosion by 40% in West Africa. These examples underline the importance of innovative, localized strategies in achieving zero hunger and addressing climate resilience. Moving on, what are the challenges faced by sub-Saharan Africa towards achieving SDG 2, Madam Alia? What are your perspectives?
You. I couldn't agree more with Mr. Diban. Sub-Saharan Africa is one of the fast-growing population with more half of the global growth between now and 2050. The challenge now lies in feeding the ever-growing population that is exerting pressure on the limited available resources. So I would like to talk about one of the most pressing challenges we face towards achieving zero hunger, which is the impact of climate change, particularly in Africa. Firstly, according to CDKN in 2014, growing population in Africa will increase the demand for food and water. However, prolonged extreme events such as drought will put additional pressure on already scarce water and reduce crop yields. This means that even as the need for food rises, the ability to produce it is compromised by climate-induced water shortage and lower agricultural productivity. Other than that, an article by Viat in 2009 highlight that African women are such especially vulnerable to the impact of climate change. They shoulder an enormous burden of responsibility for subsistence, whose productivity is expected to be adversely affected by climate change and overexploited soil. This not only affects their livelihood but also food security of their families and communities. The disproportionate impact on women underscore the need for gender-sensitive climate adaptation strategies. From my research, Ravishan Kara in 2009 stated that the atmospheric concentration of CH4 and N2O have increased rapidly, destroying the stratospheric ozone layer, which is harmful to human health. The degradation of the ozone layer leads to UV radiation, which can harm crops and reduce agricultural yields. This further exacerbates food insecurity in regions already struggling with climate change. Overall, the impact of climate change on food security in Africa is a significant challenge that requires urgent attention and actions. Addressing this issue is crucial for achieving zero hunger during a sustainable future for all. I'd also like to discuss a practical strategy to prevent zero hunger, which is the implementation of new and improved technology in areas with shortage of land or water and where there is a high concentration of poor people. These areas stands to benefit significantly from technological advancement that can improve food security. So, new technique of molecular analysis could still provide a much needed boost to productivity and therefore improve the income of the poor. According to article by Townsend in 2015, new and emerging technology should not only be accessible but also affordable and tailored to meet the needs of small-scale farm producer, women and malnourished. For instance, precision agriculture technologies can help farmers optimize the use of resources like water and fertilizers, leading to higher crop yields and better income. With the help of this scheme, various opportunities can be provided to the poor people for profitable economic growth. This helps in generating new jobs, creating increment, and there will be a high grade jump in the local economy. For example, introducing mobile technology for market information can help small-scale farmers get better prices for their produce, thus boosting their income and stimulating local market. In conclusion, by leveraging new and improved technology, we can address the challenge of food security in areas with shortage of land or water and high concentration of poor people. This strategy not only improves productivity and incomes, but also supports sustainable economic growth and infrastructure development. Together, we can work towards a future where no one goes hungry. That's all from me.
Thank you so much, Madam Alia. I couldn't agree more. To address climate change and achieve zero hunger in sub-Saharan Africa, the adoption of new and improved technology is critical. For example, molecular analysis techniques can enhance crop productivity, directly boosting the incomes of impoverished farmers. Technologies tailored for small-scale producers, particularly women, must be both accessible and affordable. Enhancing rural infrastructure, such as roads and storage facilities, enables farmers to connect to broader markets. These can simultaneously improve nutrition and income while meeting climate-smart requirements. The upcoming question is for Ms. Agatha about zero hunger in India. What are your insights on the challenges scoped and action taken in India in achieving SDG 2?
Thank you to the moderator. I'm on the same page with you, Madam Alia. I have done some research about zero hunger in India. The result turns out that India faces significant challenge in combating hunger with poor infrastructure and logistical inefficiencies playing a critical role in many rural areas and underdeveloped road network hinder the efficient transportation of food from farm to market, causing delays that result in spoilage of fresh produce before it reaches consumers. Additionally, the absence of adequate cold storage facility exacerbates the problem, especially for perishable goods such as fruits, vegetables, and dairy products. From my research, based on article written by Akansha 2034, shows that weak supply chains further compound the issues, limiting the ability to handle, process, and distribute food effectively. Shockingly, nearly 40% of the food produced in India is wasted due to these inefficiencies, leading to both economic losses and heightened food insecurity. Perishable items that require refrigeration often spoil during transit or while awaiting sale in market. Addressing this infrastructure challenge is vital to minimizing food wastage and ensuring that the food produced in India can feed those who need it most. So, this problem can be overcome by developing an efficient cold chain system is one of the most impactful solutions to tackle food loss and enhance food security in India. A cold chain comprises a network of storage and transportation system designed to maintain the ideal temperature for perishable goods, preserving their freshness and safety. So, cold storage facilities are critical in extending the shelf life of good products, while refrigerated vehicles to ensure optimal condition during transit, reducing spoilage caused by temperature fluctuation. Strategically located cold storage center further contribute by enabling quick redistribution of goods market, minimizing transit time and lowering food loss. Evidence support that the market of cold Evidence support that efficiency of cold chain infrastructure, as study shows it, significantly reduce spoilage and waste. Recognizing of its importance, the government of India has introduced the Cold Storage Act of 1976, which ensure that cold storage facility, particularly in states like Uttar Pradesh, are properly licensed, supervised, and controlled. By expanding and modernizing its cold chain storage, India can reduce food waste, strengthen its agriculture supply chain, boost farmer income, and ensure the delivery of fresh, nutritious food to consumers. So, in conclusion, based on my research, addressing hunger in India requires a multifaceted approach with a strong emphasis on improving infrastructure and logistics. The inefficient in food transportation and storage, particularly in rural areas, result in significant food wastage and exacerbate food insecurity. Implementing a solution like an efficient cold chain system can transform the agriculture supply chain by reducing food loss, increasing farmer incomes, and ensuring availability of fresh, nutritious food for consumers. With government initiatives such as Cold Storage Act of 1976 and a focus on expanding modern infrastructure, India has potential not not only minimize food wastage but also make a significant strides toward eradicating hunger. By working collectively, we can create a system where the food produce feeds those who need it most and contributing to the future free from hunger. Thank you.
Thank you for your effective aspects, Ms. Agatha. Efficient cold chain infrastructure is essential for reducing food losses caused by inadequate storage and transportation. For instance, in India, nearly 40% of fresh produce spoils due to poor storage facilities and challenges like rural areas lacking proper road networks. Building cold chain systems such as refrigerated vehicles helps maintain produce quality during transit, while strategically located centers reduce transit times and spoilage by enabling faster redistribution to markets. A practical example is the Cold Storage Act of 1976, implemented by the Indian government to regulate and improve cold storage facilities in states like Uttar Pradesh. Additionally, embracing technologies like blockchain in supply chain transparency has enabled India to reduce food waste by 40%, showcasing the transformative power of integrating modern solutions into logistic systems. Last but not least, Madam Aina, what are the overall future challenges and ways to achieve SDG 2?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Moderator. I couldn't agree more with all of you. Now, I would like to add some more challenges that we face in achieving the SDG 2, particularly about the zero hunger. So, as the NGO representative discussing about the zero hunger, I want to highlight some key challenges and solutions to achieve Sustainable Development Goal 2. First, the global food system faces many interconnected problems. According to Zhang in his article that is published in 2021, globalization has made supply chains more complex, which creates difficulties in ensuring fair access to food. Next, NetFood also mentions the same thing, that food consumption often needs on long supply chains. These chains increase environmental and economic costs, especially for regions that produce food for exportation. And another challenge that we face in promoting the zero hunger SDG 2, we have difficulties in promoting healthy diets because of the growing use of ultra-processed food and inefficiencies in food distribution. As we all know that nowadays we live in inflation eras, and where everything is expensive. So that is one of the challenges that we face to achieve the SDG 2. Also, we have been introduced to so many ultra processed foods. For example, like fast food, junk food, like McDonald's, KFC, and so all, which is also the challenges that we face. Secondly, farming practices today are very not sustainable. According to Zhang, and in his article in 2021, stressed the need to adopt organic and eco-friendly farming methods. Intensive farming, while productive, damage ecosystem that use up resources. Neglected areas such as livestock, fisheries, and aquaculture are also important for food security and income. Yet, they are often ignored. By article by Fabio in 2024, add that reducing the food loss and waste must be a priority, as these issues worsen hunger and malnutrition. So finally, improving data collection is very, very important. One Earth, in the article from One Earth in 2021, they explains about that we need better data collection systems to identify the problems and create strong policies. This should include advanced methods that go beyond environmental impacts to address economic social issues as well. Okay, in summary, as Zhang and Fabio has stated in their article, suggested that we need to adopt sustainable farming methods, reduce food waste, and improve supply chains to achieve the zero hunger. So collaboration between governments, researchers, and NGOs is vital to make these strategies work. So let's hope for zero hunger.
Thank you, Ms. Aina. The challenges in achieving Sustainable Development Goal 2, zero hunger, stem from issues like the impact of globalization on food systems, promoting healthy diets, and inefficiencies in supply chains. Long supply chains often result in environmental and economic burdens, particularly for regions exporting off-season foods, as highlighted by Kerr-Ress Environ Sustain in 2021. To address these sustainable farming practices, such as organic farming, aquaculture, and limiting intensive farming are essential. Neglected areas in food production, reducing food loss, and closing data gaps also need attention. For instance, livestock and fisheries, which are critical for income and nutrition, require sustainable management to minimize waste. Moreover, implementing robust data collection and multi-scala approaches can improve food system assessments, as suggested by One Earth in 2021. Adopting cold chain technologies such as refrigerated vehicles and strategic storage centers is another vital solution to reduce spoilage and ensure efficient food distribution. All right, guys, we have reached the end of the forum today. I would like to share a quote with you guys that once Nelson Mandela said, "Freedom is meaningless if people cannot put food in their stomachs. Consuming nutritious food is a type of freedom some people yearning for." Achieving zero hunger is a critical global goal that requires addressing systemic challenges in food production, distribution, and sustainability. It demands a shift towards inclusive and sustainable agricultural practices, improved infrastructure like cold chain systems, and stronger efforts to reduce food loss and waste. Equipping communities with innovative technologies and fostering collaboration among stakeholders are essential to ensuring food security for all. By prioritizing healthy diets, reducing inequalities in access to resources, and promoting resilience in food systems, we can create a future where no one suffers from hunger and sustainable development thrives. I do hope that this forum will reach the public and there will be change in the future. Thank you to our respected panelists for sharing their productive thoughts in this forum and to our lovely audience who has been lending their ears throughout this forum. Thank you again and see you everyone the next time.